Lads, I don't know if you've been keeping very close track of the football this year, but we have a small quiz to bring you now. Like, I didn't concoct this quiz. This was, so you have to be honest if you've done, have you done the athletic football quiz of 2020 so far online? It's been online.
No, definitely not.
I haven't.
No, and I know I'm going to absolutely bomb at this as well.
Johnny, that was a very tentative no there. You're sure you haven't seen this quiz yet? Full credit to the athletic. This is not me, by the way.
It'll soon become apparent, Shane, that I haven't.
Okay, we'll only do a few rounds. There was 50 questions. We won't get through 50 questions now, but we don't want to embarrass you. They're going to be multiple choice as well. And I think we have some tense music as well that we can play in the background, which is perhaps going to add to the occasion here. I think it's the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music, perhaps, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there it is. Wow. Turn that up a wee bit, Quilly, just so we can all hear it. That is... Whoa. Are you nervous, lads?
If I get 15 right, I won £1 million.
I kind of feel like Father Ted when he was at Hope real name was, you know.
Okay, we're gonna start alphabetically here. So that would be a K for Keegan. That would be Shane Keegan first. So, Shane, we're gonna start with you. Question 1. And if you're listening in at home, if you're driving at home, test yourself. Try it. See what you remember about football in 2020. This is the Athletic UK Football Quiz of 2020. I did not make these questions. Do not give out to me if you don't like the questions. And if they're a little bit hard, it's because it's a football quiz and it's, you know, it's not an easy one. So Shane Keegan, question 1, the global game. The final of which of these competitions is yet to be played, having been delayed because of COVID-19? Is it the Women's FA Cup, Coppa del Rey, Coppa Italia, or European Super Cup?
Shane, am I allowed to phone a friend?
Is your friend one of the lads?
Absolute, complete stab in the dark. We'll go Coppa Italia.
It's not Coppa Italia. It's the Coppa del Rey. The final will be played in April. That's a tough question, Shane. I have to give it to you. That's not easy. That is not easy.
Not a clue. Not a clue, Shane.
Shane knows about as much as Lana Del Rey as the Coppa del Rey.
Good, great singer, to be fair.
No, she certainly isn't.
David, matter of opinion, Johnny. David Meyler, you're next up. Who won the Portuguese top flight this year? Was it Benfica, Porto, Sporting, or Braga?
Sporting.
It was FC Porto. I'm sorry. Johnny, that means you have a chance to take an early lead here after the first round. I have to say this question is probably slightly easier than the two lads. Johnny, who headed home Bayern Munich's winner in the Champions League final? Was it Ivan Perisic, Serge Gnabry, Thomas Muller, or Kingsley Coman?
It was Muller, what I recall.
Kingsley Coman. The tech ops laughing in the background where everybody's laughing. I hope people are laughing at home as well. That was abysmal, lads.
That was terrible.
It was a tough first round, to be fair now.
Good start for your 3 football experts.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we'll rifle.
I'm not an expert.
So next question for you, Shane. Which of these sides won the most points in last season's Women's Super League but lost the title on points per game? Chelsea, Arsenal, Everton, or Manchester City? That is tough.
Arsenal.
It's Chelsea or Man City.
It was Man City.
Yeah.
It was Man City.
Nah, not a clue.
That's a tough one. Next one for you, David. Which forward won the European Golden Shoe, scoring 36 times? Was it Ciro Immobile, Lionel Messi, Robert Lewandowski, or Erling Haaland?
You'd be drawn straight away to Lewandowski, but I think it's Immobile.
Correct. Correct, David.
That's me. I'll get my call.
I think that is going to be a winning answer. The Ciro Immobile won the European Golden Shoe, scoring 36 times.
In Serie A, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Tell the truth, your thought process was there was his name couldn't be in this list unless he's the winner.
No, because I remember everyone was raving on about Cristiano scoring so many goals, but Immobile was ahead of him.
It doesn't matter how you get the right answer. If you get it, it's like a penalty. It doesn't matter if you scuff it, it crawls over the line.
Shane, as they say on The Chase, it was an educated guess.
Very smart. Well, David Meyler has a 1 point lead now. So the next question. In fact, we won't end it just there. Johnny Ward, I hope you watch American soccer. Which side won the 2020 MLS Cup? Was it Minnesota United, Seattle Sounders, New England Revolution or Columbus Crew?
Absolutely no idea. So, what were the four again?
Columbus Crew, DC United,
Here, yeah.
Seattle Sounders, and I've clicked out of the question now, but let's just go with those three.
Well, you've narrowed it down there. Let's go with Seattle Sounders.
It was in fact Columbus Crew, Johnny, I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
They were the fourth one you called out as well. So.
Yeah, so I'm sorry, Johnny. Round 3. Question 1 in round 3 for you, Shane Keegan. Which of these sides...
How many rounds have we, Shane?
This is the third. We can do as many or as little as you want, lads. If you're... Like, David Meyler is the one who has the lead here, so I don't know if you want to... You'll want to get a question right, I think, just to save all the...
Could be here a while if you went to get one right, but go on, fire away.
Shane, which of these sides did not qualify for the Nations League finals by finishing top of their group? Was it Italy, Spain, Netherlands, or Belgium?
Not top of their group. We'll go. You go with Netherlands.
Correct, Shane. Well done. Tell you what, the pressure is on Johnny Ward to get a point here. Okay, David, next question for you. Which of these managers won a trophy in 2020? Was it Antonio Conte, Pep Guardiola, Andre Villas-Boas, or Diego Simeone?
Can you repeat the answers?
Yep. So which of these managers won a trophy in 2020? Antonio Conte, Pep Guardiola, Andre Villas-Boas, or Diego Simeone?
I just don't know, was the League Cup played when the final was? I'll go Pep, because he won the League Cup, but I don't know because of COVID when it was played. Guardiola.
Correct.
Oh, God.
It certainly was the League Cup when they beat Aston Villa in that final, wasn't it 2-1?
I was just trying to think when it was played because of COVID.
Well, you got it right. I think it was back in April, maybe. So you're within the time frame. Like the next question, I have to be honest, Johnny. You've pulled the short straw here. This is a horrific question. Which of these? And if anyone's listening at home or listening in the car and you get this right, listen. Pat in the back. Pat in the back. Which of these clubs won their first ever league title in 2020? Was it Östersund in Sweden, Nordsjælland in Denmark, Bodo Glimt in Norway, or Inter Turku in Finland?
I'll go with Inter Turku.
Östersund.
It was actually Bodo Glimt in Norway.
Would you believe that's...
They're miles clear as well, aren't they?
Would have got right.
You would have got that right, Shane.
I would, yeah. Well, we had
Molde.
in our group from Norway. Obviously, we had Molde in our group.
Because they're miles clear of them, Shane, weren't they?
Yeah. I remember watching one of the games, and they said, they had wrapped up with like 9 games to go or something. But I remember what the commentator was saying, it was their first title. Yeah, good side.
I'm going to skip to if the tech op is listening, we're going to go to the very last 3 questions there. So we're going to start with, this is the last round. 1 more question each, just to give you all a chance to get another point.
Scores on the doors?
Scores on the doors. We've got David Meyler on 2. We've got Shane Keegan on 1. We've got Johnny Ward on 0. So the last round. Question 1, we'll give this one to you then, Shane. So Liverpool lifted the Premier League trophy at Anfield in July. Liverpool, it is a football quiz. It is football. Liverpool lifted the Premier League at Anfield in July to the soundtrack of which song?
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to give you any hints here.
Like the obvious, it's hard. Is this a trick question? I'm just going to go with You'll Never Walk Alone.
It's not. Unfortunately, it's not. Anyone know, David?
I have the thing in my mind, it's one of Coldplay songs. I don't know, I have the thing in my head, it's when a Chris Martin singing, I don't know.
That is very good knowledge on David Meyler's behalf. It is certainly Coldplay. It's a sky full of stars.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Well, you're very quick on the old Google machine.
Hey, you can see my hands, I'll hold them up.
If you're watching on the Off the Ball YouTube, Facebook or Twitter, you can actually see the lads with their hands in the air here as they try desperately not to cheat. Johnny Ward's hands I can't see at the moment, but we're going to trust him. David, next question for you. Which Premier League manager once visited the Grand Canyon and remarked, "I've seen it. What else have I got to see? I'm just looking at this big hole." Quote from a Premier League manager this year.
I think I know this actually.
I would give you all, multiple choice here, but I think we can just...
Is there no multiple choice?
No, I'm not going to give multiple choice for these ones. Just to make it that bit more harder.
Sam Allardyce.
No.
Johnny, who do you think it is?
I know it was one of Klopp or Mourinho. I think it was Klopp.
It was Sean Dyche.
Ah, here.
Sean Dyche.
That seems fairly
Sean Dyche.
I thought it was maybe a trick question with Allardyce just taking over West Brom, because it would be something he'd say.
It's so annoying because I actually do remember reading that quote. How did I anyway, yeah. He sounds like a lad that's kind of giving you the dart scores, doesn't he, Sean Dyche?
He does actually, yeah.
Gravelly voice.
Tony Green, the late great darts commentator, yeah, absolutely.
You're a fan of the darts, Shane, of course.
Love a bit of the arrows. Christmas is darts and darts is Christmas, so that's it's well worth a watch. You know, it's a throwback. It's like one for the ages. I'm a big snooker fan as well. I'm like a kid who should have been born in the 70s or 60s maybe. Johnny, a final question for you, and this is the final question of the quiz, so if you're listening at home, let us know how you get on to 53106. But Johnny, which manager made the first ever quintuple Premier League substitution in June?
This is the new regulations, yeah, no idea. Can't remember what the first game was even. Don't know. Don't know.
You have a guess, will you?
Give us a stab. Have a guess, will you?
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure we listened to him earlier on the show after the match.
Ole Solskjaer. We'll give him a tick. Johnny, you get the point. Even though David Meyler held your hand and walked you to it doesn't matter.
How was the game?
I can't remember what the game was. It did look a bit ridiculous.
He made the 5 at the one time, didn't he?
He did. It looked a bit silly on the sideline, to be fair.
Yeah.
But United won the game. Well, listen, lads, that's the quiz. It was tough, I think. Like it was on the tougher end of the scale, I would say. But David Meyler's the winner, 2 points. At least there can be no arguments.
You did, like you said, there's 50 questions, so I imagine there's a few easy ones, a few medium ones, and a few very hard ones.
A few reasonable ones in there, to be fair. But it's not an easy quiz. I mean, there's the fact that you even said Coldplay, David. I think you should have got a half point for that. That was pretty decent knowledge. Do you remember the quote, Johnny? Just to give you one last one, fill in this blank in this quote from Jurgen Klopp. I'm blank compared to Diego Simeone. What did he say there? One of the famous quotes of 2020 as well.
Don't know.
Anyone know, lads?
No.
The kindergarten cop. And the kindergarten cop compared to Diego Simeone. It was a year of a few decent quotes from Premier League managers, to be fair.
Was that in reference to the dark arts employed by Atletico, or was it like...
I think potentially, yes. It was in the build-up to one of their games.
Yeah, here's one for Shane Keegan, actually.
No.
It's just a general question, and I think Klopp kind of screwed up on this one. He took Mane off in the first leg because he'd gotten booked and he was kind of being targeted by the Atletico players. Was that a good call or a bad call?
Depends. Well, look, he knows. It all depends on the temperament of the player, doesn't it? Because, like, you know, you'll have certain players in your dressing room who you will know can handle that and they won't react, and then you've got other ones who you'll be thinking, yeah, we need to get him out of here fairly good. Who happened with somebody recently that they didn't take him off? Who was that? Oh, Fred for United, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's very, I would think, very much dependent on the personality type of the player. You know, you'll have some within our Dundalk dressing room who you could kick them all day and they're not going to react, and then you'd have others who you'd be thinking, yeah, we need to get him out of there before he throws an elbow.